Clairvoyant, and I'm doing the year 2022. For those that follow me on Facebook or on Instagram, this is I'm gonna be doing this on TikTok also. I'm Maria the Clairvoyant. I do general readings in Spanish and English. For those that don't know me, if you want to follow me on YouTube, you're welcome to. This is my English version of what's coming in for the year 2022. First, I'm gonna start with year 2022 is a number 6. So I'm going to start with an angel number 6. And what is the message? Take time to eliminate all that's blocking your joy. Follow what makes your heart dance. So basically, for those that might not be in a relationship right now, it's time for you guys to eliminate what's blocking you. Sometimes what can be blocking you, it could be in a relationship most of the time. It could be curses. So whatever it is that was happening to you in the past, that could be, you need to cut cords about all relationships. Okay, so this is year number 2022, year number 6. Okay, so with that said, I'm going to continue with the 2 and the 22 that is in this message. So the number 2, the second angel number is number 2 right here. There are opportunities for connection and union at this time. Relationships growth is imminent. So as you guys know that I'm going to be doing the year month to month, you're going to know that a lot of people are going to be reconnecting. Either people that you guys knew each other from the past, it could be a relationship like that, or it could be somebody new. It's up to you who you're going to give the chance of the opportunity. However, people are going to come back to you and try to get back with you. So don't be surprised that this year, either you end up getting together with someone from your old friend or whatever, someone that you met in high school, college, or at a job, or it's going to just happen, whatever. But I know that it's going to be a lot of relationships. So don't forget the number 6 and go back to the video when I'm done. The next number is 22. You are at a crucial point of your journey, which will help you understand the relationships and the spiritual assignments that will support your growth. So what this is saying to you is like, this year, a lot of people are gonna understand where I am in my relationship. Let's say you're a married woman, you're 40 years old, your kids are grown already, maybe 45, whatever, and your kids are already grown, right? They're over 18, and now it's time for you. Some of you are gonna rethink, what did I do in the past 20 years, in the past 10 years, in the past whatever. And if there is no children involved in this relationship, let's say this is your second marriage and you don't have any kids with this person, some of you are going to be moving on to either I'm going to stay here and go with the long run until I hit 80 or whatever age, or you're going to start thinking about yourself. Did I make the right decision to be with this person? Did I do it for love or did I do it for money? Okay, and some of you are going to get into that decision. So remember the number 22, you're going to start getting in contact or in touch with your spiritual side. You are a crucial point of your journey, which will help you understand the relationships and spiritual assignments. So some relationships that you may have to deal may not only have to be with your partner. It could be a relationship with your mom or your dad where you guys haven't talked for so many years. It could be a relationship with a brother or sister where you guys don't talk to each other for whatever reason. So everything has to do with the relationships in general. Okay, it could be a friend. Am I going to end up this friendship because this person doesn't serve you highest good? Have this person been there for you, when you need them? Have you been there for them when they need you? So this year is going to be a relationship recount. Okay, understanding their journey on who you want to walk for the rest of your life, for the next 10 years, 20 years. A lot of people is going to grow in or grow out. So the next number is the number 3, right? Because 3 and 3 is 6. So it's only going to read one number because I already read 6. So in the number 3, you are on the road to growth and expansion. The path is unfolding with perfect timing. So some of you are going to get out and going to start looking for the right friendship, the right relationship. So the last number I read is angel number 3. So you guys can look at the definitions of, if you guys want to Google it, you're welcome to. And if it's not, that's okay too. So now I'm going to read the year 2020. This year is going to be a lot of relationships going on, a lot of issues with relationships. So for January, I'm not putting the months here, but this is what I got in with my tarot. For January, I got the Lovers card, meaning that a lot of you are going to start meeting people. A lot of you are going to give you your chance, the opportunity to be in a relationship. You're going to start meeting people. This is in January, okay? Look at this, the Queen of Cups. You guys are, you're at the point where you guys are going to want to be in a love relationship. Either you want to give or you're going to receive. People are going to be looking for you. Like I said, this is going to be all people coming in. Some of you already started back in December. Somebody probably sent you an email or a text, a phone call or whatever. But here is, we're going to start meeting people. I'm not saying that you're going to marry that first person that calls you up, the ex-boyfriend that called you and broke your heart. No. What I'm seeing is that they're going to be reaching out to you, and you guys are going to evaluate. Is it worth it for me to be with this person? Yes or no? Or should I give myself another try? Okay. Remember, is it worth it to be with this person? Yes or no? Am I going to be with another person? You know, people are not being foolish anymore. Okay. So that's what I see for the month of January. For the month of February, okay, you get the Fool. And the card that you get here is the Four of Pentacles. So that's what's coming in. Like, somebody's going to come into your month, okay? And then in February, you're going to say, okay, so let me think about it. Let me see if this relationship is worth my time. If this friendship is worth my time. Some of you are already thinking about it. Some of you are not. Okay? So that's how you're coming in the month of February, where you're gonna make a decision: should I stay or should I go? Is this person worth it for me or not worth it for me? You are making that decision. So and then you have the Four of Pentacles, where if you feel that this person is not worth your time, you're gonna put the walls, and you're gonna say, no, this man didn't do anything for me, or this woman hurt me, even if she coming back begging me to come back with that person. You're gonna say no, okay? Or they're gonna say no. But most likely, I feel that it's gonna be you that is gonna raise the wall and not be friends anymore. This is February. For March, okay, I have the Justice card and the Page of Pentacles. So I feel that some of you, after Valentine's or after February, with the Justice card, some of you are going to be getting married, legally married. If you were already living in a living situation where you both are together and he's living with you, you're living together, I feel that some of you are going to take the next step. Okay, so you guys are going to make the next step to get married. Okay, so I'm going to change this to the general now, to the finances. So in January, for some of you are going to have job offers. So if you guys are looking for a job, some of you are going to have job offers. For February, you're going to continue to be interviewing and making decisions as to which job should you get. And then by March, you're going to be signing contracts. For some of you, not all of you. Okay, you're going to probably get everything that needs to be done. Either you're going to sign the contract or you're going to continue to sign papers like doing the COVID test and this and that, whatever, all the paperwork that you have to sign. So hopefully between March and April, a lot of you are going to be working. Okay. So that's January, February, March. So now we're going to come down this way. I don't want to mix the cards up because I put them in Spanish just like this, and I don't want to mess them up. Okay, so it's just the same thing, but in English. Okay, so this will be April. The thing was that in my Spanish session, I mixed in October, I think, in September, October. I don't want to do the same thing. So here is April, right? I'm reading these two cards right here. And I get the Strength and 10 of Pentacles. Like I said, some of you between March and April are going to be getting the job, okay? With the Strength card is telling me like some of you that could have been sick for whatever reasons, you guys are going to start getting better, okay? So if anybody was sick or whatever, and they're going to be healing and recuperating. Others, when it comes to April, you guys are going to be working. You're going to be making that money. You're going to be making whatever money you need to make, whatever you're applying for, you are going to work. Okay? So most likely, I would say that by March, some people will be working. When it comes to relationships, you have already made a decision to be with whoever you choose to be. By March, some of you are going to making decisions and going to say, okay, March, April, I think I'm going to stay with so-and-so, and you're going to move on to a relationship, okay? Where you're gonna, a lot of you are gonna be more happy. A lot of you are gonna be connecting. There is gonna be a lot of reconnections here going on. Either you're gonna be meeting somebody new, or there's gonna be an old flame. For the Empress, this will be January, February, March, April, May. For May, I see a lot of babies being born this year. A lot of people last summer, between July and August, probably must have gotten pregnant because it takes 9 months to deliver. So I see a lot of people giving birth in May. So for those that were in a relationship or got pregnant, it's gonna be a relationship. And look at this, Four of Cups. Four of Cups is the type of energy. Also, be careful. Because in May, if you're not ready for a relationship or to get pregnant, be careful, because in May, some of you, if your relationship is shaky, because the Four of Cups is the type of energy where you're not sure what you want to do with this person. Some of you, like I said, is either going to come back, go on and have a good relationship, and others are still shaky. Should I take this person or not? Especially for those that went back to a person that you guys were a couple. For newbies that you guys never met each other, I feel that you guys are going to be doing okay because you're starting to get to know each other. But for those that probably rekindled the relationship and went back to a person, now you're having doubts. So if you're having doubts, be careful with the pregnancy. I always say, take birth control, do whatever, anything you need to do necessary, like to make sure you don't get pregnant. If that's the case, because then you're going to regret and you're going to be like, oh my God, now I'm pregnant and what am I going to do? For the Four of Cups, to me, is like, am I sure that I want to be with this person? Or am I, this person is offering me that we're going to get married, we're going to have a good relationship, we're going to live together, he's going to treat me better, whatever they tell you. And you're too busy thinking, oh, well, he cheated on me, he left me with for so-and-so, and da. So this is the time that you're going to think about it. What am I going to do with this guy? What am I willing to start new, or should I give up? This is what May is telling you. June. So June, you have the Highest Priest and the Four of Swords. Look at that. Four of Cups and Four of Swords right back to back. So by June, okay, this time, for some of you that believe in readings, you may end up thinking, what am I going to do with my life? And you're going to jump into having someone counsel you, because the Highest Priest is about intuition. It's about going within. It's about asking somebody else an advice. What do you think this relationship is going to do for me? And a lot of people, I always recommend do a reading in the beginning of the year, January, February, especially January, or December and January. Then do another reading like around June, July. 6 months go by. This is what's going on with my life. What is it that I want to do for the next 6 months? So I will say to you in June, have a reading, because look at this. You get the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a card of meditation. It's a card of your thinking. Should I stay with this person? Should I go? And this is about meditating. This is about finding guidance, going into the spiritual path. And remember what the angel number 6 is. And I'm going to keep on mentioning that. The time to eliminate all that's blocking your joy. Follow what makes your heart dance. So you guys want to be in a relationship where you guys want to be happy. And what's blocking you, you're going to get rid of. And with the Four of Swords, either you're going to have someone that is going to help you as a guide, okay? Or it could be just, you have a reading, you have a reader, and you go to that reader all the time. And this person tells you, go within your heart and follow your heart. Because basically that's what you want to do. You want to follow your heart. You don't, you want to know what is it that you want, because no one but you loves the person or not the way you want to be loved. And don't take that person just because you don't want to be alone, because then you go back to square one and do the same mistake again, right? Because look at the next card that you have is the Magician with the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel that some of you had already made a decision in June. So in July, you're like, I'm the Magician. You already know exactly what you want. What is it that Joe Blow wants? What is it the Maria Unknown wants? Okay? Maria is a name, so Mary Maria is the same thing. That's what I use that. So by this time, you know exactly what you want. You know you want a person that probably works, a person that cares for you. If you have children, you want this person to love your children. And you have make a decision where you're willing to work on that relationship. The Nine of Pentacles is telling me, I find the right person in July. I made a decision as to who is best for me. And this is the reason why I want to stay with this person, and you're going to work in the relationship. It's almost a 10, but it's still going to have to do a little bit of work. So in July, you're like, you know what you want. You have everything you need to make a man happy, and you have everything you need to make a woman happy. So here is your, like right there, you feel like you won the lottery. You found Mr. Right for me. Okay. So August, you had the Hermit and the Five of Cups. So you already made a decision, but then in August, you're having like the second thoughts. You're like, did I make the right decision? So this time you'll know that you decided is the best decision for me. However, I'm gonna ask my family or my friends or someone or my psychiatrist, whoever you choose to be, you guidance. Okay, maybe you ask your mother, your father, your brother, your grandpa, whoever it is, you're gonna say, am I doing the right thing? The Hermit, and when it comes to August, January, February, March, April, June, July, August, September. I'm sorry, it's January, February, March, April, June, July, August, September. So in September, you have the Hermit, which is actually, in the Tarot, the Hermit is Virgo. Okay? So it's funny because you're like thinking, okay, did I make the right decision? Maybe you ask your mom, I feel that I need your guidance. I just want to make sure I'm doing the right things. With the Five of Cups here is, again, don't concentrate on the things that you cannot fix. Okay? So if you decided to make a decision in August, and in September you're saying, you know what, I'm having doubts. Don't continue to focus on the negative things that you have or the other person have, because we all have a baggage. Unless you met each other when you were 15 or 17 or 18 and you're high school sweethearts, you're not going to have a baggage, because you guys met as kids, as babe, like babies. Like, you have whatever you guys do is going to be with each other. But if you have met like in your 30s or 40s, this person is going to have certain things, and now you are trying to connect the two souls. So you're trying to connect with your partner has issues, and you don't want to break the relationship because, oh my God, he snores. Okay, that comes with almost every man. Almost every man snores, and women too. Oh, well, that's why you have all this time to see what he's all about or what she's all about. Oh, well, she's a shopaholic. Most women, we are shopaholics. Okay, so it's very, I would say from 100 women, maybe two don't like shopping. Maybe two or three, or maybe five, I might be wrong, don't like to go to the mall. So by this time, you have figured out, I think I want to be with this person, but now I'm having second doubts. So January, February, March, May, April, May, June, July. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Oh, I was right. It was August. So why did I change it? So let me put just a little label so you guys can see, because I'm seeing, Well, anyway, this video is for the months. So, um, oh, I found it. I couldn't find the paper. So I'm going to put a label for all of them, okay? So I know what month I'm in and what's going on. So, I tried to do a January label before, but I couldn't find it. And so I'm going to use this one, January, February, so I don't get lost. For some reason, after, I will say, October, I always get mixed in. I don't know why that happens to be. March. Okay, so this is what's going on. April. Okay, and so you guys, when you see the rest of the video, or you repeat the video for the rest of the year, you guys still, oh well, you know what, she was right. On such and such day, I did meet so and so. I mean, I'm not giving you exact months, but it could be an estimate time. So May, June. I'm doing my best of my abilities to give you what's coming in, right? July. Okay, and August. So we're June, July, here, and August, which is good. So when I do my TikTok, it's easier. August. Okay, see? So in September, look at this. We had the death card. So for September, you had the death and the death card and the 3 of Wands. So for some of you in September, okay, having the death card, you are doing some type of transformation, because that's what death is, transformation, right? So when it comes to making a decision about a relationship in August, where you are not sure, in September, you're going to say, should I really stay or should I go? Why should I stay? Maybe some of you, especially those that were dating for a while, you guys have other people, okay? And where you're going to make a decision as to, should I choose this person? You know what I'm saying? A lot of you, especially my single people and my divorced people, when it comes to doing a relationship again, for you, for divorced people, is a harder than, single too. But when it comes to divorcees, they spent so many years with such and such person, things didn't work out, and da 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 da. So for you guys gonna think even harder. For my single ones, you guys are gonna have options too. Okay, where you're gonna say, who am I gonna pick as to be my life partner, or my soulmate? So that's what you guys are gonna be doing in September, because by this time you're saying, you know what, I think that it's time for me to be in that relationship. I'm gonna pick so and so. I think this is the best suitable person for me, and that's what happens. And you decide, you make a decision. Let's say you're dealing between a person that you never knew and an ex-partner. So you know that this ex-partner is crying. This ex-partner is saying, "Oh yeah, I love you. I'm sorry for the mistakes," or maybe he's blaming you. Some people tend to blame the other person, right? So this is what you're doing in September. This person is saying, "Okay, um, I'm gonna make a decision." So some of you are gonna make that decision. You're gonna ask for a second opinion, or ask somebody else, "What should I do in this relationship? I have this partner. He did this and this and this that to me, and or she did this and this and that, and now you're making a decision. You're either gonna keep it or dump it." Okay, so in October, okay, you have a judgment card. So you have a Three of Swords. Some of you in the month of October, okay, this is the card of betrayal. This is the card of truthness. This is the card of judgment. Okay, so I feel that some of you, if this has nothing to do with your relationship, okay, you guys are probably gonna be relationships, meaning with your partner. But this could be a family situation where somebody is gonna backstab. There's gonna be in October where they're gonna say, "Oh, you know what? I lie about this," or like it could be your partner that's gonna say, "I lie about this." But I feel that this is a situation that you are gonna go within yourself. Okay, this time you're asking somebody for advice, and you probably make decisions. Okay, and then you are gonna be thinking that I make the right decision to dump this person. Okay, because this person betrayed me. Okay, so there is a lot of the Three of Swords is not only a situation with betrayal, but it's also a painful experience. So some of you, be careful with your heart. Okay, in October, be careful with lies, people that are going to lie to you or lie about you. This is a situation that could be some people are going to be judging you. Let's say for some of you that decide to move out of your churches, especially a lot of people are going to be moving out of churches. Right now I have someone that goes to my meditation group that's coming out of Muslim religion, which is a very, very, very hard religion to come out. And he's in the lace. This person is a male, and it's a very strong religion, but he's asking all these questions about spiritual work, and it's so much that he wants to know. And he said, somebody told me about this 30 years ago, but I was too young and too stubborn to believe about this. So this is a situation where some of you may feel betrayed by your church, by your friends, by your family, and where you're going to start making your own choices, because judgment is about what is it that I want. It's kind of like choice, but when it comes to judgment, it's like you're going deep inside, and sometimes you're saying, you know what, I was wrong about this, and you admitting your mistakes. When it comes to choices, you have options. So judgment is like, okay, I have made my mistakes. I was wrong. I was wrong to hurt somebody. Okay, because this is the Three of Swords, is the hurting part. So when you hurt other people and you think you're right to hurt them, and no, you're not right to hurt them. You're not God, or you're not the creator. Okay, so in November, look at the card that you get, the Sun and the Six of Swords. I feel that some of you in November, are going to do a lot of traveling, and others are going to really find your true happiness after you realize that in October, you know, you made a decision to come up clean to whatever situation happened in your life. And you say in November you're like happy because when you release and you admit the truth and you say the truth and you say, you know what, I was in the wrong religion, I was in the wrong relationship, I was in the wrong job, and that's when you're moving on. Some of you are going to leave your spouses, some of you are going to leave your relationships, some of you are going to leave your jobs that you feel like you don't belong there anymore, and some of you just going to take a trip and get the hell out because that's what you guys are looking for. You want to have the freedom and the joy, and look at this, the sun, okay, and moving forward. And some of you just gonna leave your past behind. Let's say for some reason, an example that I want to give you when it comes to this situation, right, with the judgment, where a lot of us, especially females, had either been raped, okay, or molested, either when we were children, raped by our own partners. And now you're seeing, no, I don't have to be raped by my partner. I don't have to have sex if I don't want to. And in our mentality, in the society in general, especially some cultures, they feel I have to have sex with my husband. No, you don't have to. Okay? So some of you are going to realize I don't have to do this, and some of you, that's when you guys are going to decide to move and say, I don't want to be in this relationship. I have been in this toxic relationship, and it's going to take a long time. Moving on is not easy. Okay? And then at the end, in December, look at this, you get the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay? So what this is saying, you're going to start a new cycle in your life. Okay? The ones that decide to move behind a relationship, you guys are going to start new cycles. And Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is a card of you, of a concentration and focus. And some of you are going to focus on yourselves. Okay? And that's the cycle that you guys are going to change. So some of you may start doing spiritual classes, like that person that is meditating with me, and I suggested, you should take some courses. Okay? There's some classes that they give. Some of them are free. Some people goes on Facebook, and you're gonna feel if that person is good to you. Okay, there is gonna be a connection between the two of you. If you feel that that person is a good teacher, you're gonna stay with that person, because it's hard to go to meditation and try to learn. Like in my case, I've been in this spiritual path since I was 5 years old. So I always listen to my elders. And like I said, a couple of them have passed. One person died of the COVID. Another one didn't, die of cancer. But I have so many people that have gone already. And I'm trying to be my best, right? But what I'm saying is, like, this is the time that you're going to do a renewal. The Wheel of Fortune is about cycles ending. So this cycle of your life, let's say, I don't care if it doesn't have to be an even number. You don't have to be 70. You don't have to be 50. You don't have to be 30. You could be 33. And you decide, well, you know what? I don't think I want to drink alcohol no more because alcohol affects this and this and me, and my personality changed. Or maybe I get high on Coke, and Coke affects me when I'm doing this. Or maybe I do a lot of shopping. I am a shopaholic, and every time I buy a purse or a pair of shoes, I get regrets. So there is a cycle that you're going to end. And when you finish this cycle in December, you're going to work on this cycle because you are going to be a better you. Okay? So that's what I see in December. And like I said, some of you are going to start the year looking for Mr. Right. And some of you already met Mr. Right in this November or December of last year. Okay? And you're going to go to this cycle. And I'm going to give you the next message, which is in English. And for those of you that are listening, because I know that some of you speak Spanish and you guys want me to talk to in Spanish all the time, but You know, I got a couple of people that don't speak Spanish, so I got to see you guys. So when it comes to finances, I feel that some of you are gonna start in the month of January, February, like focusing into the job that you guys want, okay, and gonna be applying or already applied. So in February, look at that, Four of Pentacles. You guys are still maybe not getting the job that you're looking for. Maybe you're getting interview. Maybe you're getting training. So by April, I mean, by March, you are going to probably sign some papers to start doing some, you know, tests or whatever, but you're going to, you know, get in a job. So some of you by April will definitely going to be working 100%. So by May, okay, you have the Four of Cups. I feel that by May, um, you are some of you are gonna be feeling like, did I make the right decision to my job? Or you, if you took a job and you were not too sure about it, in May you're gonna be saying, maybe I want to get something else. Okay, in June, okay, you're definitely gonna leave the job that you had, or the whatever job you have or you had or you chose to have. You might do 6 months in this job, and June you're gonna say, no, I don't want to be here no more. And or maybe you get a job offer from another place that you have previously applied, and probably they didn't call you, things, you know, whatever, but then all of a sudden they decide to call you. So look at this, by July some of you are gonna be either changing jobs from the one that you had, or you're gonna have a new you know, or they're going to give you more money. That's another thing that they could be doing. You're going to stay in the same company but a different position, where they're going to pay you more. In August, with the Five of Cups, see, Four of Swords and Five of Cups, I feel that some of you, when it comes to the job situation, try to not see the negative part of the jobs, because every job is going to have an issue, okay? The Five of Cups is, look at the positive side, don't look at the negative, okay? This is what this card says. So in August, you know, you took this job because it pays you $5 more or $2 more, whatever. It's always going to be an up and down. You have to be able to find the balance on the job that you're looking for, you know, like, if you want to work from home, do the home. If you want to be in the public, go to the public, and just have your precautions, okay? So in August, don't think of the negative part, because every job is going to have something negative. You know, like if you work from home, you don't meet people. You're by yourself. You don't meet nobody, right? So that's the download on that. And September, you know, I feel that the three of wands is like, some of you might start thinking about getting a second job or a business, okay? So I do see some people doing now, a lot of people are doing second jobs where they're earning money by selling stuff or whatever. I do feel that some of you are going to decide, you know what, let me give a part-time job and start creating, like, maybe you do create a YouTube channel. I don't care what you do. I used to have a follower that she was always with me, and then she created her own YouTube channel. So I mean, God bless her. If she never came back, it's okay. You get busy with your, when you start doing your YouTube channel, but make sure you have what it takes, because this is our responsibility. This is my 4th year with the channel, my 5th year, and I don't, you know, I do have personal readings. I do personal readings. This is not a hobby for me. um I am very spiritual. This is not okay. Don't have a reading. It's the best thing to do is have a personal reading. Okay, I don't ever suggest not to ever have a personal reading, because it's wrong. We are not a sign. We are humans with our birthday. That's why in my personal readings, and even when you ask for a super chat, it have to be your first name and your last name. I need to know the human that I'm speaking to, not the sign. Everybody is born into a sign, but you are only one person. You only one so and so with that birthday. And that's the reason why I asked for that, because that's the way I learned, okay? To read people. I didn't learn, you know, your sign is Pisces and I'm going to read a Pisces. No, I'm reading a human, not a sign. Okay, so remember that if a person cannot do a personal reading, they're not readers, because that means that this person is only using it as a hobby. We're not a sign. The sign is part of you. it doesn't complete you. It's just parts. Your sign, the time that you were born, the year that you were born, all those things are part of you. But you are so and so. And I can never connect with the sign, you know. I could read for the general public for a sign, but that I'm gonna read you if you tell me, oh, I'm hot water Queen of Peace 99 and my sign is Pisces, I cannot read you. Okay, that's just a complete no. So in October, remember that in December, in September and October, I feel that you guys are going to be making major decisions about the things that you want when it comes to your either business. Okay, and for some of you that decide to have a business entity here, let's say, be careful because the Three of Swords is also betrayal. So if you decide to have a business, like let's say you want to open up a restaurant, make sure everything is in writing. Okay, don't go, well, I'm opening my business with my brother, with my cousin, with my nephew, with my niece, with my best friend. Is no such a thing as best friend when it comes to money. Okay, so everything in writing, make sure you do everything legal. If in case some of you decide to have a business, you want to have a coffee shop, a bakery, I don't care what it is, you sign the contract. You guys decide, well, it's gonna be 20, 50, 30, 40, whatever the percentage is. Makes, like, let's say you put the money, you put the restaurant, but the other person is the baker. How much is it that the baker makes? You know what I'm saying? uh, you got to make a decision and make sure everything is in writing, because if like that, that's the only way that things are going to work out nice and smooth. If you put everything in writing, if you buy a house and you rent in that apartment, make sure you put it in writing. You don't say, well, my so and so is going to come and live with me, and then he's with you and doesn't give you a penny for rent. So in order to have the financial happiness, make sure you put everything in writing so things move smoothly. That's what these cards are saying. And at the end of the year, you guys are going to celebrate. Some of you with the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Pentacles is going to be good finances coming in because you made the right decision. Either you have the different job, the new job, or you had the new business. But as long as you do things the right way, income is kind of flow. But if you do shitty job, let's say if you decide that, okay, let me see so and so come with me, let me borrow $30,000 to put down on this business, and then you don't want to pay that person back, that's another thing too. Okay, so make sure you do things legally so everything goes and moves as smoothly. Other than that, you're gonna remember, I'm reading these cards positive, but every positive has a negative. If you do the wrong thing, you're going to get the wrong thing. Okay? If you, let's say over here, you're not looking for a job, you're not going to get a job. Okay? So be honest with yourself. If you think that the job is going to come and knock on your door, sorry. No, thank you, man. It doesn't work like that. You have to put yourself up there and do your work. It's like me. I do this 12 videos. I actually do 24. It's a heavy load for me. But the good thing is I could attract people in Spanish and English. Okay. Meanwhile, the Hispanics are probably having so many members. It doesn't matter. I don't really care what other people are doing. I only care for what I'm doing. And the people that my godfather always says, who's going to need your help is going to come to you. So whoever wants my private readings, they will come to me because they really have issues. If they want to hang around with the next month and I see what my sign says, well, then you give nothing, you get nothing. Okay, because that doesn't mean that whatever I do monthly is gonna resonate for you. However, if you do a private reading, always remember it's for you and for you only. And don't ever put a price to yourself, because the same way you eat, you go to a restaurant, you wear shoes, you go to the doctor, this is your spiritual size. Okay, never underestimate what you're paying, because you're not paying me, you're paying yourself to see what can you do for yourself, or what path should you take for yourself. It's like having a priest or a pastor, but we don't have those titles. Okay, so remember, I always recommend in January, December, January, taps February. to do a personal reading. Why? Because that personal reading is you. Then it's like a coach. We're like coaches. We're like the GPS. We tell you, look, um, don't make that turn. You know, this person is doing this. This person is doing that. Sometimes you can only control yourself. You cannot control what the other person is doing. Like when it, this is like when it comes to relationships, I could help you work around this person, but I cannot help the other person because the other person is not with you. Okay. Or it's not coming with you. Like having couples having readings is very unusual. Okay. But I could help that side of you, but sometimes I cannot help the other person. And before you make that decision, before you jump, before you walk out, before you get in, have a reading. If in search, you know, you have the right to shop around. When you find a good reader, stay with them. Have two, okay? Because sometimes maybe this other person didn't give you is like is not available for you, and then you want somebody else to read you. Maybe you just want to see if they resonate with each other, if they're giving you the same message. Have two people, you know, have one reader. You know, I strongly suggest to people, especially that you guys are coming out from maybe another spiritual path where you were in a religion, find a good person. And I know it's 1,000 people guessing up there, and they take a oracle card and they read. On a psychic reader, I'm actually going to connect with you spiritually to see where you are and how can I get you to where you want to be. However, I only guide, you do the work. You understand? I only the GPS. You drive the car. I cannot grab you and hold you by my hand until you make the right turn or make the left turn. Is your life? You think the prices that some of us charge is too high? Well, if you think having a free car is going to take you from point A to point B, you're completely wrong. I'm sorry to say it, but it doesn't work like that. Always think that you're investing for yourself, because you may not be able to avoid that mistake that you make. You know what I mean? So I hope you understand the message. I hope you guys have a wonderful 2022. Share this video, and that's all I could tell you. I'm going to do the TikTok part, and have a wonderful rest of the year. I'm Maria the Clairvoyant, and I see you. Follow me, subscribe to the channel, follow me. I am a bilingual reader, so whenever I'm reading, just shoot the message, okay? I have a super chat, and you're welcome to become a member. The membership, you get one free question every time I go live, at least twice a week. For some reason, I cannot go live twice a week. When I will try to go at least once, but you are entitled to a free question, okay? I don't do court, okay, and even health, because that I need more questions or whatever. But when it comes to court matters, I don't like to say it public, because I need to know what's going on. Unless I had a reading with you in let's say a private reading, and then you follow me and ask me again, then I could do that for you. But it's hard for me to actually read without knowing what happened before. Let's say you ask me, oh, my brother, I need to know how the immigration is going on with so and so, and then I'm like, I could do that privately. But then let's say you get a letter and you tell me, oh, I got a letter from immigration. What do you think? Is this positive? This is going to start moving forward? Then I could answer that in a live reading. But don't expect the first time I do a court matter to do it live. I won't do it, because I need to know what's going on. Okay? So with that said, love and light, thank you for everyone that's following me. Have a wonderful 2022, and good night. Bye-bye. Thank you.